Peace and all good things. I wanted to share with you another quote from St. Francis of Assisi today that really struck me. And that is, a man's worth is what he is in the sight of God and no more. I must confess, in my life, sometimes I like to quantify someone's worth based on external things. You know, what degree they have, how much money, who has the nicest phone, the nicest clothing, who scores the highest on whatever assessment. I think that sometimes also our society, we could base our worth on different criteria that's not from God. I think that St. Francis really reminds us that our true worth, what truly makes us have dignity and worth in our life, does not come from anything we do or from the outside, but from God. You know, during this month of July, we have the Feast of St. James. And several years ago, when I was studying in Europe, I was in Ponferrada, Spain, helping out one of the stops that the pilgrims take on the Camino of Santiago. You know, that long trek across Spain to the tomb of St. James. And it was amazing the various different reasons why people took the Camino, and there were a wide variety of different reasons. But one of the most common reasons was so that people can get in touch with their inner worth, with who they truly are, and in their relationship with God. You know, going on the Camino with just a bag and not quite knowing where you're going to stop and what the weather's going to be and where your next meal's going to come from, really helped these people to really take away all those external things that may give them worth and see their worth that comes from God. That was very striking for me as I was ministering to these people for a few weeks in Ponferrada. I think that even though I know that we have the virus, we maybe cannot go to Spain at this time, but I think that each and every one of us can perhaps this week take a little pilgrimage. Step aside from our everyday life and take a real honest evaluation of our life. What gives us worth? Who are we in front of God? And maybe not have all of the illusions that we may have from all the external things, all that society, other people may tell us. But who are we before God? And that is who we are. That is what gives us worth. That is where we have our dignity. And let us grow in that worth. Let us know that we are all worthy and that we are called to grow in our relationship with God, to continue to be that son or daughter of God that He calls us to be, so that we can be worthy in the sight of God and know Him. God bless you.